monster that is bugging through a wall. Starbolt! Yeah, I'm getting very angry because after 13 years, I really confident that I can expect that fucking mobs are not bugging through fucking walls. 3 or 4 hours for the ass, for fucking nothing, because a fucking Sator is bugging through a fucking wall. But all in all, it was a great day and it also made a lot of fun. So please don't get this wrong. Hello everyone and welcome to our Sator Dungeon boss experience. And we're having a torch fight in front of the Sator dungeon because why not? Torch fight! Okay, but now let's start with the dungeon to not waste any time. And now we are going into the dungeon with double speed because normal speed is just too normal. And yeah, my aim is pretty bad and we also got PvP in there, but more to that later. So we wanted to try the Sator dungeon boss and we really had a plan and we all thought this is a solid plan. But yeah, you will see later what happens. But now the way to the Sator end boss, and it's actually pretty fast. I mean, the whole dungeon we were in there for like 20 minutes, about that, 20 minutes, 25 minutes and stuff like that. So if you really know where to run and stuff like that, it's pretty easy. And you better go in there with one tank. This is a solid plan. You need one good tank who parry the middle attacks of the Sator boss. Then you need a few mages, at least 2 mages that heal the tank, of course. And then you need more mages to kill the balls of the balls. Oh, the balls. Oh, here we had the PvP with, I don't know, who was this? With Path of the Alvarine. Yeah, I'm also an Alvarine, so I really don't like to kill these guys, but yeah. Sometimes such stuff needs to happen. Because they are a potential threat. And some of them also killed a few of us, so it's more or less revenge. But they were only 4 and we were 9, so or 10, I don't know, 10 or 9, I don't know. But yeah, this was more zerging down than an actual PvP fight. So we ran into the dungeon and we are now slowly going down the stairs. The stairs. Stairs. Ah, English. Such a nice language. So now back to the plan. So here is the main room, more or less, with the statue at the bottom. And you need to go down there and up on the other side and up to the top. But now back to the plan on how to kill the Sator boss. So you have your one tank, you have your 2 healers on your one tank. Then you have the mages who kill the balls. And these 3 mages will kill the green balls because the green balls are healing the boss. And the red balls, if you come near the red balls, they will explode and they will give you damage. So don't come near the red balls and always kill the green balls. So the mages must concentrate on killing the green balls first, then the red balls if they have time left over and stuff like that. And you also need a few damage dealers, but this is very important. The tank needs to hold the aggro. And there is where we fucked up. And we also fucked up with our damage because we were only 3 damage dealers. So we had our tank who deals damage. We had me who deals shitty damage because this is an Incisium bow. And it's a short bow. And we had another fighter in there who was also shooting with arrows. But then got the aggro and some shit happened and stuff like that. I also had the aggro once. So if you're damaging the boss, this is always a problem. As well for the troll fights, for the Spider Queen and for many other, this will be a problem. Also for the tier 3 AI Henrik always teased about and stuff like that. I guess this will be a huge problem to hold the aggro on one guy. Or girl, sorry, we are in 2022. Or non-binary people. And also the Apache attack chopper people. And the people that identify as a shore prowler. And of course all the Hendricks out there. Now that I think we have summarized all, so now we can finally proceed with the dungeon. This is actually a very huge dungeon. If you go on every single thing here, on every floor, you have a nice tunnel system. And yeah, and no barrels and no chests and no extra stuff and shit like that because Starvolt forget to add this to this dungeon and I'm pretty mad at them for fucking up big time all the time. Fucky angry German intensifies. No, this was actually a joke because after 12 years playing Mortal Online 1 and now Mortal Online 2, you're fucked enough. You can't get fucked anymore. So yeah, of course I could be angry at them that they forget to add anything interesting in this dungeon. For example, some barrels or some chests or maybe some other stuff than just the fucking Sators. Or maybe anything. Maybe a Gabor node, a Tephra node, something. Interesting items, stuff to loot, anything. I mean, in the Rizza dungeon, there are a lot of barrels and chests and boxes and I don't know. And there are some interesting skill books in there. That's the reason why you go in there. Of course, here you also have a reason to go in here. I guess for the necromancy spells you will need maybe to kill the Sator King for the necromancy spells like it was in Mortal Online 1. I don't know, but that is not interesting enough for smaller groups and stuff like that who can't kill the boss or just want to look in the dungeon. I mean, the dungeon looks awesome. It's fucking beautiful. But from a player perspective, okay, why we should go in there? And that is a really good question. Why we should go in there beside killing the boss? And for smaller groups, this is just shit. I mean, yeah, it's fun to kill all the Sators and it's fun for a small group and stuff, but it's just not enough. If you're doing a small group in a minor dungeon or in a riser dungeon, you have reason to be there because you have expectations of not expectations. You expect more or less higher rewards. And here you just have a few Sators, and of course they are dropping some stuff, but for the gems and stuff, this is just too low. And yeah, for the trinkets, maybe you can loot a few good trinkets in here if you are here long enough. And this is the Elder Sator. He's actually dropping some good stuff. He's dropping a fucking diamond. This is good. This is good that he is a little bit more than just the Sators. Here's one Elder Sator. One. I mean, in the old Sator dungeon of Mortal Online 1, we had the Elemental Guards. We had the Elemental Guardian, and we had the Priest. Okay, that is not much, but you were able to loot some stuff in there that you need for Necromancy. For example, if you kill the Ancient Guardian and you get the gems from him, and you can only get this stuff in there. And there were also stuff from the Priest. Like, for example, the Priest is dropping some dragon material. He was dropping some dragon material. I was collecting dragon material in Mortal Online 1 for years to make one armor piece out of that. To be the first one who had a dragon scale armor. That's actually pretty red and sexy. But I was never able to do that because I never got enough of these materials. But I got in the end, I think I got 60 and stuff like that. And if you open the chest in the Sator, if you were opening the chest in the Sator dungeon in Mortal Online 1, there was sometimes one dragon material in there or two, and there are I guess it was four different dragon materials actually in game. So collecting these was the fucking grind of my life. And there was also some gold in there and maybe the necromancy scroll and much more valuable stuff. But I was only interested in the dragon materials and shit like that. And if you add more of these unique items and more of this unique stuff that's maybe only spawning here, or maybe you have here a Tephra node, here in the jungle, in the fucking dungeon, or a Gabor node, or something like that. Something interesting. Maybe an ironwood tree, I don't know. Something. Then it would be much more interesting for more people. Same as well for the other dungeons and stuff. And in some other dungeons it's okay, but there's also many items missing and many stuff missing, and there could be stuff like a lever, hidden doors, traps and shit like that, and that would be fucking awesome. But the Sator dungeon, the Sator dungeon, is one of the, I don't know, the barren. It's so fucking barren. Here's nothing. I think I could rant all day, but I think I will stop here now. So we are here now up the, how should I call this? The stairs. The stairs. And we are now approaching to the boss room. Oh, now it's getting really hot in here. We are here in the jungle area and we are on the top of this building and it's very hot in here. We are all sweating in our pants and all the armor is already wet. But enough of ranting about Star Vault not adding anything in here. I mean, it's not so much of a problem. They will add it later anyway, I guess. But I just guess someone just forgot it. Someone just forgot it that this dungeon exists and just forgot it to add boxes and barrels in there. I mean, where are the Sators living? Do they have some living space? Do they have chests where they store stuff? Where's their food? Don't even get me started on this. Don't even, no. I need to stop to talk about this. So we're here at the Ant Boss door room. And here you have 4 Sator spawns, and make sure that you really kill all of them and then directly run in there, because the problem is if here is a respawn, he will really go through the walls and attack you inside while you are trying to kill the boss. I hate it when NPCs running through walls, but they still do after 13 years, and it's still pissing me off big time. So here we all are now getting ready, and yeah, it's good if you have an weapon at least with you, and close combat weapon if you are an archer or a mage, because if you really got the aggro, then you really need a weapon, a close combat weapon. So now we're all getting ready. And getting ready faster, please. Oh, this will be good. Yeah, the sound is off, sadly, because I fucking recorded the whole voice chat as well. And some people don't like their voices in these videos. And yeah, I had to mute more or less 80% of the whole fight. So yeah, no sounds. This is better, I guess. But yeah, the sounds are pretty terrifying and pretty good. So just make the sound effects. I'm bleeding out, medic. Okay, no, jokes aside. So, you see, the one tank is tanking. That was good. The one tank is tanking the boss, and the damage dealers must hit it, and they must say the tank where he can run, because don't run near the red bubbles. They will come close to you and they will explode. And yeah, if green bubbles, if you see green bubbles, then the mages must kill the green bubbles. When the boss is at 60% health, the floor will be acid. And then you have to actually go to the sides where the torches, where the flaming torches are, and you just have to stand up there and then still proceed with the whole stuff. There you can save your ass from the acid, but the whole tactic we thought of would be a good idea. We were actually on acid to have this idea, I guess. No, kids, don't do drugs. Acid is illegal in most countries, or I guess in any country, I don't know. And here I got the aggro, and yeah, this shit is hitting pretty hard. I mean, good. I have paper armor on me. And yeah, you actually don't have to block to the left or up or stuff like that. I was just a little bit stupid. You just have to block in the middle. Yeah, and I was just a little bit too stupid to realize that, and no one told me, so I didn't know that. Here you will see the problem why I'm ranting all the time and why I'm so mad at Star Vault for some stuff. And where is it? Because now a satyr will bug through the wall and kill me. This was a so unnecessary death from a PvE monster that is bugging through a wall. Star Vault. Yeah, I'm getting very angry because after 13 years, I really confident that I can expect that fucking mobs are not bugging through fucking walls. Yeah, we not only died because of the fucking bugging satyr, but it really helped to get us killed. I can understand why people are quitting this, more or less, but I don't know. I mean, I'm getting angry pretty hard, pretty fast, but it's kind of okay. I mean, I can live with that, but come on. Now with traveling, equipping, going the actual dungeon, running there, organizing the people, that all people have time for that and stuff like that. And 3 or 4 hours for the ass. For fucking nothing. Because a fucking Sator is bugging through a fucking wall. And this is a recording of a friend of mine who also, okay, yeah, that was, she also died. Don't get me wrong, I love this game. I know it has flaws and it has shitty days like that. But all in all, it will get better over time. It will get better in the future. And I'm pretty confident that Star World will get all this done and good, because that is why we are there, to give feedback to Star World and stuff like that. So please leave your feedback in the comments and also in the forums if you have time for that. And no, Henrik, I'm not angry at you or anyone at Star World. Stuff like that happened, that someone forgets to move the spawner a little bit away from the boss room and stuff like that. That is normal. But for some stuff like where to put the spawns and where to place some stuff and stuff like that, that is really critical that you get this right, because it will really fuck up people big time. Not only me, but many people, if you're reading the reviews, if you're reading the feedback of the people, many people are just mad at bugs that fuck them over. And you really need to eliminate bugs that fucks people hard. Like, for example, falling through the map, getting the terror bird stuck in a fucking stone, and many, many, many more bugs. But I'm confident that Star World will fix all this. They just need time. And we must test more. So all in all, thanks for watching. Please leave the feedback. But all in all, it was a great day and it also made a lot of fun. So please don't get this wrong. So special thanks to all the supporters: Carmel, Professor O, Slamf Gaming, Tipney, Lotus Guild, Frederick, Rono, Spartanax, Vinya, Cologne Bulldog, you and all the others, of course. So Sator Dungeon hard. Never forget to make party hard, and see you all next time. Goodbye.